MGM very recently made contact with SciTrek and they started to confirm a few little bits of information. I have now asked a very important question and they've answered. Kind of. Welcome to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. So last week I was able to tell you that a representative of MGM, actually somebody that works immediately for quite a high up executive, got in touch with SciTrek. They wanted to start an open relationship, a discussion with us. And apparently, because I'm now a Stargate influencer, I'm not, but they think I am, so I'm not going to argue with them. They wanted to have sort of like an open and honest conversation. They wanted to start getting a little bit of positivity out there before the announcement of their Stargate project. Now, there's a link for the video. It'll be up here somewhere, or over there somewhere. And you can go and check that out. I had actually a video call with this person, but it was very last minute, and I didn't really have a chance to ask them any questions. So I've emailed them in the week and said, look, am I allowed to sort of, ask a couple of things? And they've said, yeah, go for it. We will answer what we can. So I sent them an email. At SciTrek, we've heard rumours for some time that the revival will be a continuation, but that perhaps some changes to what we know as Stargate would be permitted by the creators. Can you reassure fans that the hard reboot is not an option? And today, I got a response. At MGM and Amazon Pictures, we strive to create exciting and new TV movies. To do that, we have to trust the creative people chosen to bring those shows and movies to life. We have, though, of course, done significant investigations into what the fans want and expect. A beloved franchise like Stargate cannot be rebooted as if those shows never happened. Our intention is to respect what has come before while also respecting the creative vision of our creators bringing it. So, that is a very subtle, we neither confirm nor deny. No, I don't think that's quite fair. But they are basically saying that they do not wish to go the hard reboot direction. That is actually not what fans want, and it's not what they want. But this then goes into something that we've actually been telling you for some time, that we, even though we're not going to get a hard reboot or even a soft reboot, we are looking at a continuation, that there will be changes. And it might be sort of like a hybrid reboot. Now, this is very similar to what they've done with New Trek, that the creators have been allowed to change things. Now, I would argue change way too much, but they were still allowed. That the actual people at Paramount said to Kurtzman and his team, you are the creative direction. You choose lots of these things, but with some restrictions, obviously. Now, we believe that Mark Fergus has actually been tapped up to do a Bible of Stargate. Now, we believe this was done very early on in the development process, so that whichever creator was then picked to actually do the movie, TV series, whatever, had some direction in what they were allowed to change and what they weren't, what is canon and what is up for debate. What this official source here from MGM is telling us, though, is that they will actually trust the creative people that they put in charge of the movie or the TV series, that they need to allow them to express themselves, to actually get what they feel and they envisage for the show onto the screen. Now, I actually can kind of understand that because, look, they even did that with Brad Wright. When it went from the movie to the TV series, they had to develop that TV series. They had to change certain things from the movie. Now, a lot of those changes have created the fan theory that actually Stargate, O'Neill with two L's, is actually a different universe from the original movie. And that's why there are so many changes. The Goa'uld, for example, are very different in the TV series than they were in the movie. So it may be that the new creators are allowed to do the same thing, that they are allowed to develop the new show along the lines that they see fit, to a point. Hopefully, the Bible that has been agreed at Amazon and MGM with Mark Fergus and his team is pretty strict, and that they are then made to keep to it. This is what they did with Star Trek: The Next Generation. Gene Roddenberry created a Bible of the TV show. Brennan Braga, then when he took over as the main man at Star Trek for the Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, and Enterprise, stuck to that Bible religiously. Now, Kurtzman threw that Bible out and peed on it. And that's what we want to avoid. We want a TV show that actually still feels like Stargate. I completely understand the need to trust the new creators, to trust the new directors, the writers, etc. And that we need a show that still is a bit of them as well. And at the end of the day, they're going to be judged on the results. At the end of the day, we are more than a decade down the road from when we lost SGU. The world has changed. The way TV is made has changed. And look, there are going to be some changes that reflect that. Just things like special effects are way different, and that is going to affect, again, the way the show is made. What people expect from their television has changed, and that will affect the way the show is made as well. So expect changes, expect things to be a little bit different. But let's hope that's different as in the way the Next Generation was brought to us, not different in the way that Kurtzman Trek was brought to us. I'm reassured to a point by this statement. I think it does say exactly what we've believed for some time about Amazon's intentions, and that in a way it makes sense. But I'd love to know what you think. Does this reassure you, or does this make you actually a little bit more nervous that if they get the wrong creators, we're going to get another Rings of Power problem? Or actually, do you think, look, Amazon and MGM, they've got to pick the right people, but then they've got to trust them to make the show themselves? Too many cooks do spoil the broth, and what we really don't want is TV and movie executives sticking their noses in every 5 minutes, because that's when really stupid decisions in the past have been made. I can name 100 movies off the top of my head where decisions were forced on directors by executives that just completely ruined the whole thing. Amazon don't seem to want to do that. And is that a good thing? We're going to have to wait and see. But I'd love for you to get into the comments and tell me what you think. There will also be a poll on the community page. Go and check it out to ask again whether you think this is a good idea or not. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps us out and you'll never miss any of our new videos. Also, you can go to patreon.com/SciTrek, where most of our new videos appear first, and you get to see them for a small contribution each month that really supports the channel a day before everybody else. And there's no adverts, so bonus all round. Also, you can go to scitrek.co.uk. That has our dedicated website where we do articles based on most of our videos, and we try to add a little bit more information for you to digest. So go and check it out. As always, please stay safe. I'll see you next time.